Over the weekend, during United's Premier League clash against Everton, the world witnessed the birth of a star, and I don't mean Alejandro Garnacho, although he is in that same bracket after pulling out a world-class goal from his locker. But I'm mainly talking about United's new teenage sensation, Kobbie Mainoo, who bossed the game against Everton and deservedly got applauded and praised by pundits and players altogether. This means United might have the next generation midfielder right in their grasp and can take the midfield into a new stage of potential dominance. Mainoo proved to be a key contributor in the Manchester United midfield. The Stockport-born midfielder did not take long to paint himself as a very technical player who is comfortable receiving the ball in deeper areas despite being pressured by opponents. His ability to assume possession on the half-turn before passing to forwards is particularly impressive. He also made a huge amount of defensive contributions, putting in blocks, making it a very vital goal line clearance. Tackling was supreme and also covering out for people who were out of position. His debut was simply impressive. Indeed, Mainoo completed a greater percentage of his passes than any other United player who started the game. His safety, security, and assurance on the ball allowed him to install a degree of control for Erik ten Hag's side, with Gary Neville suggesting that he was United's best player by a mile in the analysis of this contest. It is important to not get carried away with the 90-minute display from an academy graduate who is still in the process of learning the game. But Mainoo seems to have offered qualities that United have been lacking for years. Over the past decade, United have signed a whole host of midfielders, but these midfielders have failed to have the services and ability to help the team during the phase of build-up and keeping the tempo and dictating the play. In the likes of Fred, Mason Mount, Donny van de Beek, Nemanja Matic, and Paul Pogba, not putting up or having those qualities needed to control a game for Manchester United. But Mainoo looked at ease when receiving the ball from his goalkeeper and centre-back duo, and also refrained from keeping or playing too many Hollywood passes, and largely opted to keep things very simple and tidy, which in other words released Bruno Fernandes to be his creative best around the final third, in which he is much more deadly than when he's dropping deep and helping with progression. Overall, it is very early days, but Mainoo looks like it could be an internal means of addressing an issue attached to United's midfield department, which has been ongoing for some time. His talents must be nurtured, but his skills continue to make an impact this season so far.